Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Obviously no one's watching right now because I just started, but if you're watching and you happen to catch up, hello. I don't know what I was doing. I just loaded into Creative World for The Sims 3, and this is what I look at every time I open the file, and I can't get rid of that. It's like just like some stupid piece of grass, and I can't click on it to get rid of it, but it always loads up on that piece of grass. And then I come around this way. But if you're new here, this is the Little Mermaid world that I have been creating. Like that's all of the beach that I have come across. It's always hard because like I want to like give a tour like every single time. I don't know if I should, but you know, got the castle, the area place Ariel ends up walking a lot in the movie that you see. Then we go in town here. We have kind of some of the center towns and homes mixed in there. And then some homes going all the way up to the top of the hill. And then once you get up here, it's actually, it goes downhill to the horse training place. Which apparently isn't loading right now. But yeah, and then over here we have like the lagoon area that you'll find Ariel, you know, to kiss the girl. That's supposed to be the tree. They don't really make a tree big enough. Like it's the kind of tree, but it's not quite the same. But that's it. And then this is kind of the area of town I'm working on over here currently. And I just working off camera a little bit. So there's those two there that have been there. But I've been working on adding where I want all the lots. And I have like, I made a list of ideas. This world is amazing. Oh my gosh, how long have you been working on it? Let's see, I started making this world because I was gonna do, or I was doing a Little Mermaid challenge for The Sims 3, which I'll probably redo once I get this done. That was like, I don't know, 5-ish, 6 years ago. And I want to say most of this was done in a couple months. And then it's been kind of off and on since then because it's just like, I couldn't get this program running for a little bit. But I finally got it running again and I do want to finish this, so. Yeah, I've been doing like the lots differently than I have been the rest of the lots, like on the side of the house, like the houses over there. So we'll see how it turns out. I just been kind of flattening the lots where I want them and then putting the plots down. So I don't like keep going back and reconforming the lots and editing them all the time. And so far I have like a roller skating / ice skating rink. I'm gonna have it like seasonal. So like it'll change on the seasons of what it is. And for a lot of these lots actually. And I think it'd be kind of cool even for some of them to get like decorated for Christmas and stuff like that. And then fortune teller, a concert lot, seasonal children's park. So it'll like kind of change up. So it's not always the same boring children's park. A water park, a pool, a beach, theater, a bistro, hospital, gym, spa, graveyard, city hall, police, bar, toy store, and then maybe like an archery place. I had an idea when I was going to bed what the archery place could look like if I added one, but I already forgot what it was, so I'll have to rethink it. And I have some of them already placed, but I'm not done quite figuring out where they're all gonna go. I figured I would add like some of the basics, like all like the hospitals and the police station and stuff like that, just so it's like more of a playable world and not just so limited to the lifestyle of not having a whole lot. It'd just be more open for regular players to like really play in the world and stay in the world and not like play with it for a little bit and then move on to the next world. Yeah, and let's see, the ones I still need to place is like a fortune teller lot, a water park, the beach, the bistro, the spa, the bar, and the archery place. So I just gotta figure out where I'd like those being placed, which, I don't know, it's like, I think I know where I want the fortune teller place to be. But I also need to like play the fortune teller stuff on the game because I don't know how it works. How big is the map? Um, it's a pretty big map. I think I used like I want to say either the large or medium map. I don't even remember what it was, like one of the pre-done mountainous maps. I don't remember which one it is though. I don't quite remember how to check for that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one I used, but it was like just a mountainous one. I just carved into the mountains and made where I needed there to be lakes and stuff. Although I think the water's deep enough. I was just thinking about this last night because I think I did make like an Atlantica underwater, or at least like some vague form of it. But I do want to like really finalize that as well. If I even made one. I feel like there was one. I might have taken it out, or I added it later after. I think I added it in later. Although, wait, is that a lot right there? Okay, so it might have been this, but I vaguely remember like the water not being deep enough in this world, but I'm not sure. It's hard to say, but it might be deep enough. I don't know, because I vaguely remember like starting the world and getting like deep into it, and then I'm like, oh, I should make Atlantica, and then I'm like, oh wait, it's not deep enough, but then it's like far too late to change anything. So I don't remember how that goes, but I think there was enough water depth where I can make a very shallow Atlantica just for something aerial to find the goodies and stuff. But that'd be cool to do. I don't know how. I might have to make custom items for Atlantica, honestly. Same with Morgana's lair. A lot of my plan over there was to make custom items to fit the movie. Because a lot of it, it's just like, she doesn't really have a house. She just lives on the ice, and it's like all these like mirrors that are like stacked up on an ice cube and stuff like that. So I was gonna make like some custom items to kind of do that, because this is kind of what it ended up becoming. Just like, I don't know, it's not quite what I like. I mean, it serves its purpose, I guess, but I wanted to make like a custom like iceberg mirror station, which I can. I've made items for The Sims 3 and they turned out pretty well. I have like a few on a Patreon for like The Sims 4, because I off and on work on making like the Emperor's New Groove stuff out of the palace, because I'm trying to make a world with all the palaces, and the Emperor's New Groove is like so like different than what you can get on The Sims 4, that I was like, all right, I am going into this. I'm gonna make all these custom doors and windows and frames and furniture. And I've made a couple, and I might go back and redo some of them, of my earlier ones, but making an item is a lot of work, at least the Emperor's New Groove stuff, because it's so intricate. Yeah, I just gotta keep on trucking through. Get there hopefully soon. I mean, what takes me forever is like building the buildings, because I get really like stir crazy working on a building. I have to like really be in the mood to build like a house and decorate it and stuff like that. Like I can like build the house, but then it goes into like the furnishing, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore. I just want to go somewhere else. But let's see. We should place the water park, and that'll be a bigger lot, I think. Presumably it'd be kind of like a pool, hot tub, the water slides stuff, and I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going to be in the water park, but I want to try to make it kind of fun. I'm kind of thinking the water park, because I do kind of like how the houses are all on one side of the road and they're not on both sides of the road. So I might leave it like that. Themed underwater. That would be so cool, right? Yeah, as making the underwater area items. That would be, I think, a more intricate item creation thing, because I almost feel like I would need to end up making like the castle, but in an object creator thing, so it would be usable. I don't know. Kind of like how they have the tents and stuff for the circus in The Sims 3, but more Atlantica, I guess. It's like an object, though. Water park. So far, like all the attraction-y stuff's down here. So we have like the fair, the festival fair carnival place here. Let's make the water park up here. I still don't really know. Yeah, because all the other lots that I'm making are going to be pretty small in comparison. So yeah, let's just go ahead and make the water park here. Oops, I need a sculpt. Flatten terrain. Whoa, not that big of a brush. I need it to narrow down to the size of the road. So it'll be not weird and funky. And we'll see how this way does it, because I didn't do this last time. I didn't like flatten out the lots like this. I just kind of like plopped the lots where I wanted them to be without flattening anything out first, and then just made the houses accordingly, and then went back and like had to change things a little bit later. But again, I want to smooth that out. Better. Okay. Some of the Simport rewards have underwater themed items. Simport rewards. Like the Simport rewards. Like when your Sims gain points, or like the Sims 3 store? I guess I'm confused. Underwater themed items. Huh. Yeah, I think I usually just go into like the debug mode for a lot of the building. And there's a few, I know I need to like also import one of the game's natural spray brick terrain paint, because this I'm saying app, not app. The program doesn't like import every single thing for some reason. So I have to like go find the file and import it in myself, which is a little annoying, but very so smooth. Is that big enough for our water park? I think so. I think I'd rather have it start from up here. And that's good enough. Community. Perfect. And want to rename it so I know what it is when I come back to it. And this is water park. When Sims who are entertainers go on tour and get then get sent other players' world. Get sent to other players. Wait, that's a thing? I had no idea. You can go to other, like, I think I vaguely remember that being a feature, like when the pack first came out and they were talking about it, but I don't think I've ever actually did that, and I think I just presumed that they stopped supporting that because, you know, it's been like 2 decades. It's like, I play around with it every once in a while. Every once in a while my Sims will be in like the show business singer stuff. But yeah, I don't think I ever ended up doing that. I almost forgot that was a feature altogether. All right. Oh, let me mark down that I got the water park. Water park. Check. See, we gotta place this. I should place the spa. I feel like that'd be kind of central. I think a spa would be look good there. Like just going into all the main places. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do that. The mod basically unlocks the items from the pack, so it's not considered CC in the game. Oh, it's a mod? Oh, there's a mod to unlock it off without having to do it. Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah. They don't have that stuff in like the debug mode. It's only you have to get a mod to get it. That's interesting. Because usually like all the unlockables you would just find what in debug mode, I think? Maybe I'm wrong though. I don't know. Terrain, sculpt. Flat terrain. Alright, so spa. Let's have it start here. It doesn't need to be big, big. At least I think so. And then I end up making like a really big spa. Which it would be fine. It could be a big spa. I'm just gonna like hate myself later when I have to actually build it and decorate it. Don't want it to come out a little that way. I think so. Oh, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. If I can find the stuff in debug mode, then that's easier. But I know I have to download a mod anyway to import The Sims. There's one family I need to re-import or recreate, probably even like the house at the top of the hill there, because I redid the house. And honestly, the house is better than it was before. But now there's no Sims living in it, and I want the world to be preloaded with Sims, because personally, I like that in custom worlds. Like, it's cool every once in a while when you don't want pre-made Sims in your game, but it's also nice to, like, be able to load in a custom world and have it already populated, so you don't have to worry about, like, playing the game and just having to wait for a mod to fill up the town itself. And it does it so slowly, even if it's on, like, a fast speed. And then like all the Sims end up looking the same because like the game creates all the townies and stuff and the people that live there based off of the Sims that are in your bin. And so they all end up like generating off the same Sims. They all end up looking the same. That's what I've come to find, unless I just have like a large variety of Sims in my bin. Otherwise, they turn out ugly if I don't have my own Sims in the bin, which I also don't like, just as equally. Yeah. Oh, that's why that's ugly. Okay. So, I feel like... I don't know, I kind of like that it's in an incline hill thing there, so maybe I'll just work around that, but I do feel like it would need to come out more. Oops. Come out more this way. It'll be more elongated that way. Lots. Yeah, I'm probably... So that's the thing also that I'm like, I wish there was a way to like blend terrain paint into the main roads a little better. Because it would be kind of cool if like, I made like the spa go outwards more and there's like a little path that you have to walk to get to it. And I mean, I still will probably do that, but it'd be cool if I could like blend the road and the terrain kind of together or have them kind of connect looking, but I think I need to work on the terrain here a little bit more. There we go. Lots. Build lot. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Have it. Just have a path. Whoops. All right, a little thinner. A little thinner. Maybe I'll start from over here. There, a little better. Community. And this one will be the spa. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's not what I wanted. Spa. Okay, mark off spa. My pen will work. There we go. All right, and then a bar. Yes, a bar. We need a bar. I don't know, should it just be like right there? We can have like a really small bar. It's like a really small bar. I don't know. Or we can have something more down here too. Because like I'm thinking something about oh, what do you guys think about I thought about this a little bit last night when I was falling asleep and this morning. Houseboats, and maybe like there can be like the docking out here on this side of town. Because that'd be pretty neat to build some houseboats. And maybe I can try to make it look like a boat dock area. That could be cool. Because I was thinking the beach over here, but like, I mean, there could also be a beach, but it'd be really cool if also there was some houseboats. That just that way there's a possibility. And I still hate that billboard in that corner. It's like that stupid speck of grass when the thing first loads. I can't pick it up and delete it. I'll probably put like a giant rock over it or something just to blend it in. I don't even know. Or maybe I'll try to like raise up some land and hopefully it'll raise up with it so I can click on it because I just can't click on it. So it kind of bothers me that now that I know that it's there. Just some random item for no reason. A bar. I'm surprised I didn't make like a bar in town, to be honest. Because I didn't. And I feel like that would be a good place to do a bar. But there's really no space. And I also, like, this part of town, I try to keep very similar. Like, a lot of the houses are like, I don't even remember the examples of which ones were what, but they were kind of in the movie, at least vaguely, even from a distance. I kind of like made that accordingly. But there's not really room now. And I thought, ooh, there was something about the school that I ran into an item in debug mode, I think. Then I was like, oh my gosh, I need that in the school. But now I don't remember what it was. I think it was like the Liberty Bell thing or something. Houseboats would be nice. Okay, okay. That's good. So it's like, I don't want it over here because this is kind of like Prince Eric's domain, you know? I feel like anything past the bridge is all him. But yeah, I think over there would be nice. We could even have like some docks over here too to continue off, almost like so that they can like travel that way as well, which could be a good idea. I just thought of that now. A bar though. Bar. Need a bar. A bar. Could be over here. So we have archery, a bistro, a bar, and a fortune teller. And the fortune teller, I think, would look really cute on this little hill up here. And I'm not going to flatten it out. It'll just be like how I can possibly... I might flatten it out a little bit if it have issues placing the things. But I think it'd be really cute there. And then there'd be like no path or anything. And they just have to climb up the mountain to go get their fortune told. That'd be really cute. Well, there could be a little path, I guess, but not like a major path or anything. But, A bar. So I'm trying to imagine where a bar would look nice, or it would fit. I don't know if I quite like the idea of a bar being right there. Could add in another business around here. But I kind of like that these two are isolated. And then there'll just be like the beach and the houseboats. Bar. I mean, right there's a possibility. But I feel like a restaurant could also look good there. I mean, I still need to make like, I was thinking the graveyard at the very end here. What, did I already add a graveyard? No. Yes. I did add a graveyard. Okay. So we don't need to, I don't need to add a graveyard anymore. Bar. Or in that little corner, it can be like a little two-story bar, like just a little tiny bar. A really tiny hometown bar. But I don't know, a bar right next to... Oh wait, no, the fair's right there. Well, I mean, I don't hate it, but it's such a small space, it's going to be hard to work with the roads is the problem. Because the roads are going to want to, like, cave in and stuff, and then I'd like... It would be even smaller bar than intended, than I'm even thinking right now. The archery place could probably be at the end. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. A bar. Like it has to either be here or down this way. And for some reason I really like this like hill right here, so I don't want to like build a bar on it, you know? I just want to keep it as it is. Bar. Put the bar right next to the carnival. Oh my gosh, that sounds like kind of a nightmare. I feel like there'd just be a lot of drunk people coming to the carnival. And the tent is there. I think it only pops up when it's in the in-game mode. Because I have the stuff, it just turned into other stuff. Because I don't think it's actually imported into this. Which makes me curious now, because I'm like, now I'm worried that I did all that work, that editing work. And when I go back into the game mode, it won't turn up as such. It'll just look like this. Which is a little... Which means that I would then need to import the items somehow into the game. Which I don't quite know how to do that. I'll have to look it up. But I'm just gonna hope that it's gonna show like it's supposed to when I go back into the edit game mode. I'm so stumped on this. A bar, and I still need to add like the bistro. Well, I don't really necessarily need the bistro because there's like, I think one of the towns, I think there's already one in the base of town, so I might not even need a bistro place. Bar. Oh, this one's like fully stumping me. Well, yeah, right there. And what's this one? What did I make this? This is... That's not the spot where... Which one is selected? I don't remember how to make it select. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd have to, like, click on all of them until one of them turns green, I guess. Oh, okay, so this is the roller skate. Okay. Bar next to the roller skating place. And the carnival. I mean, it sounds like a good time for all the adults, but, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give in. I'm just gonna put the bar here. Sculpt, flatten terrain. Do I want it more in the corner? Or want it more outwards? What else after this apart from... May just be the archery place. So, okay, so I feel like I'd want it a little bit out. And I still need to erase like the dirt path that's under the road, because initially I had it all a walking path, but then when I was playing in the game, the Sims would take like the entire day just to get to like the carnival, which seemed a little extreme, so I made them into roads like a few days ago, like actual roads, and then added the bridges so the cars can get over here. Yeah, this is good enough right here. Oops. No. Hold up. That's such a jank job. Hold up. I want it a little bit more in the road. Thank you. And then smooth. This one's gonna take some work. Sculpting wise. Oh boy. Hold on, I'm gonna fix that. Let's smoothen road. There we go. Much better. And then I still go back into the terrain. Sculpt. Smooth. There we go. All right, so lots. We're gonna start from here. I guess this one's gonna be slightly downhill. All right, perfect. And that nearly concludes all of the community spaces. Just want to add an archery place, which may or may not even stay there, because it depends on what I can do with it. And I want to avoid CC if I can. Like, store content, one thing, but like, because then like, sure, I can add it into this world, but then I would have to make like a download file of all the CC that I use so people could actually like have the full experience of what it's supposed to look like. And I just don't want to do that. And I want that over there, right? Yeah. Okay, so I just need crosswalk. Right. France cobblestone is the roads that I use for this world, which I had to import in. Like, literally this program only like brings in the base game stuff. You have to like import everything else yourself for all the other expansions, which is crazy. All right, place road intersection. And let's connect it. Go. And then I just want to smooth that out real fast. Oh, terrain. Wrong button. I'll do smooth gentle because it is on the road. There we go. Okay, and then flatten terrain. I'm thinking it can go off sideways. It'll be more of a sideways lot. I don't think I need it very big, 'cause there's not like a whole ton. Like, I don't even know exactly how I'm gonna do this lot. So I don't think I need it very big. Or should I have it the full length like that? Should I just have it small like that? I suppose I'll just make it the full length. Worst case scenario, just be a lot that's too big. Flatten. And community. And this one is archery. And that one was bar. There we go. Archery is done. And then fortune teller. Yeah, I'll add the fortune teller later. I'll probably play with that a little bit in game when I'm just playing later, because I want to see what the functions of it even are, because I honestly don't even know. Like, no clue. So I want to know how the whole thing functions before I put it together, I guess. Okay. So now just which one do I want to start with? I'll probably just do one, unless I'm just crazy in the mood of building. But let's see. Like the roller skating and ice skating rink one would be fun to do. I feel like that one would inspire me today. Which is this one, right? Oh, there it is. Yeah. So it is this one. And you know what? I should probably, before I even do that, smooth out surrounding lots. I don't want to get into building and then I have to change things around. It also helps when it's already been done, so I can kind of imagine how I want all the trees and stuff to look accordingly. There's just not much I can do about the steepness right there. It's like I'd kind of like it, but I also kind of want to smooth it out more. That's okay. I can live with that. Just want to smooth out around here a little bit more. It's weird because, like, doing all the landscaping, I don't mind. Like, I don't know, it keeps me more interested than building a house and decorating the inside of it. Like, I just get stir crazy doing all that. But, like, landscaping, nope. I'm just like, I can just sit here and do this for all night. Really. Like, I was pretty much doing this, like, all night the first night when I came back to it this week. And I was just like, yep, I'm inspired. The moment I started, like, having to build that top hill house, I was over it in like a half hour. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. Just why I don't do build content on my channel in general. Like so many like simmers. I feel like they all kind of ended up having to do just like builds, like speed builds, because that's like what was kind of popular. But I don't necessarily think that's like what they wanted to do. I don't know. Like there's less plays these days, I feel. And I'd much rather watch a let's play than a speed build. Because like sometimes I'll see like a thumbnail for a speed build, I'm like, oh, that's a cool house, and I'll just like click into it and then skip to the very end. I'm like, I don't care how they built it, I just want to see the final results. Kind of like my building style. I just want to get to the end. But when I am in the mood for building, I do enjoy it. But I have to be like exactly in the mood for it. I'm also making like a Sims 2 world from scratch in the game. And I have like the main town done, but I was working on downtown the last time. And I had to like make all of the lots and stuff. And it's hard to get inspired to do all that. Especially in The Sims 2, because like the building is, you have to know exactly what you're about to do, and you can't like skip steps. You can't just go back and fix something after like you can in The Sims 4, or sometimes even The Sims 3. It's like you have to like have everything, like the whole foundation exactly how you want the house set before you decorate it, because you can't go back and change like the the shape without deleting everything that you just did. But eventually, when I get that done, I wanted to start like a Sims 2 Let's Play with that world, because, you know, everyone has done a Sims 2 Let's Play, and it's always the same worlds and the same townies. And I like to have something that feels fresh. Partially why I wanted to make this world. Like, sure, I could choose like a like Sims 3 store, like Sunlit Tides or something, do Little Mermaid challenge and whatever. But I wanted, because I'm kind of like it. I like fine detailing. I like things to be perfect sometimes, and I wanted the experience of watching a Little Mermaid Let's Play to be like actually in the world of Little Mermaid, and that is what inspired me to do this town. And then plus like the Little Mermaid world, like it's gorgeous, like even in the cartoon, it's a gorgeous area. And why wouldn't you want that world in The Sims 3? I think I want that flattened out a little bit. I need it to smooth better. I want it to smooth faster. I need a bigger brush, maybe. I don't want them all to look like they've been carved out like that. I want it to kind of blend in with the mountain, but I wasn't initially going to even build up here, so now I'm gonna add some trees and stuff. Because I have all the trees and stuff down here, and I was just gonna have it cut off, like, over here. And then you can't go above this, but now I have to change that. And now I need trees up there, up here. At least, like, sparsely. I feel like there would be, like, only a little bit of trees up top. Kind of like, how it is over there. Maybe like in some area, maybe like over there it'll be more foresty or something, and or maybe it'll be more foresty in this little valley that's right here. Yeah, my routing definitely has it needs to change it up. It's like the paint, all of this color paint. It's like how it basically tells your Sims where they're allowed to walk or where the camera's allowed to be. And now definitely need to change that. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised there's not more people that do Sims 3 Create a World videos, because it's like kind of, it's pretty fun to make like a world. It's just a lot of work, depending on like how intricate you want it to be. And I'm surprised there's not like more people that like have made videos on it. Like me looking into it, even like the bigger channels that I can kind of tell probably usually get a lot of views. Like their create a world videos will like max get like 250 views. Like this, they just people aren't. I don't know if anyone even knows this program exists. Which is a shame, and I'm still waiting for The Sims 4 Create a World, which I'm sure will never come. Or if it does, it's like right after they're done with The Sims 4, which hopefully is soon. I think The Sims 4 needs to retire, and The Sims 5 needs to prosper if they're ever smart enough to do it. I have definitely a lot of opinions on the state of where I think they will go, and it's different now that EA's been bought out, which doesn't really surprise me, honestly. Because EA's been doing a shit job. Let's see what that looks like from more afar. I mean, it's better. I'll live with it for now. I'm just gonna say you're like flattening that out the whole video. I could always fine-tune that later. I want to get the rest of them closer to where they need to be. And then I have to come back and conform all these lots for all of the movement, because then they kind of stick up weird. I need a smaller brush for that. Ooh. Also probably should have did a gentle. Oh, no, it turned out fine. Perfect. Okay. I'll come back and do the roads after. I just wanted to get around the lots done. Is that good enough? It's good enough for now. I will come back. Let's do... I think I'll need a small brush for this one, because it's such a small area that I'm working with. Eek. See, yeah. That will have to go and smooth out the road. Then come back to that. So many notifications on my phone. Just all my work chat. So if you're hearing a buzzing, that's what that is. Okay, I'm gonna go fix that road. I can't move on with the road like that. Smoothing road. Okay, it was on the other chunk. Chunk again. Do it again. And again. There we go. Terrain. Sculpt. Maybe a gentle by the road. It's such a risky thing. Yeah. This is the hard part of sculpting. Have the lot. You know, I can move the lot over a little bit. Just a little bit though, that might help. Okay, try this again. Smooth road. Smooth road. Let's do it again. Do it again. And again. Okay. Now, back to terrain. Knew I was gonna have issues with this one too, and I placed it. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun to smooth out, that's for sure. And I was not wrong. And I kind of just like pick up on how to do things. Now it looks choppy there. The perfection part of me is like, I hate it. But then also, what can you really do? But part of me, no. Do it again. I might have to like just try to like not go in as hard, but then it looks choppy and like it needs to be smoothed out at the edges. And I'll put trees or something there, maybe. Bushes. I don't know. Okay. So it just looks choppy if I don't smooth it out. Do from this angle, maybe. Smooth, gentle. Very gentle. So gentle that I'm not even holding down the button. No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Getting into risky territory now. There we go. Maybe less. Really being risky now. Going in with the non-gentle smooth. Oh, was that too far? I mean, no, it was fine. It was already dented like that. I mean, it's better. It's better. Maybe put like a fence there. Some bushes. It'll be fine. I do want to smooth that down here, though. It doesn't look too bad. Okay. Okay. This is also the very first world I've ever done anything. Well, I guess that's not true. I made like really simple, fast, like quick islands to do like castaway challenges on. But it was like, it wasn't really like anything in depth. It was just like, there we go, bring up some island, make a mountain, throw some spawners on, some trees, done, boom. It wasn't like anything with a lot of effort. This is like the full-on town that I've ever made in The Sims 3, Create a World. And people quite liked the Castaway challenge, but I don't know. I kept like coming in and out of it, and then every time I'd come back, I'd be better at making, like, having commentary. And so I was like, oh, I just gotta scrap it all now. It doesn't match up. It's not, nope, nope. And And then also like it's very long play to do like a castaway challenge on The Sims 3 because it's like so little happens at once. Like you really have to like work at it, which is fun. And maybe I'll do it still in the future, but it is like a very long going series. Because I was like at least like 10 or 20 parts in and there was like hardly any progress. Because I wanted to like full on like populate the town or populate the island. And then the mods that I was like using, they weren't quite working with me because I wanted the mermaids to populate more. So the Sims would have like new blood to make children with over time and then create like a whole population on the island that way, but the mod wasn't working like I wanted to. I needed to tweak more settings. It was just kind of annoying. Probably just smooth out the road the other way. It's gonna ruin the other part. Okay, I'll do this one too. There we go. Terrain, back to smoothing. What we'll do is gentle smooth. There we go. Now I come back for the roads. Smooth that right there, though. I want to be on smooth. I don't want to be gentle no more. Okay. Yeah, a lot of this now is just gonna be me smoothing out all this stuff. So far my back and stuff isn't hurting yet, so I might be able to do a build after I get done doing all this. Do the skating rink. The seasonal skating rink. It'd be like the skating rink, like roller skating, and then an ice skating. It'll just be seasonal. Partially, I don't know, should it be just indoors? Could be indoors. Or should we get it outdoors? Like I always usually like making like the ice skating rinks to be outdoors because then it's kind of like a winter wonderland kind of feel, which I always kind of like. But with roller skating rink, I guess it could be outdoors. Just outdoor skating rink, which usually aren't a thing. It's usually all indoor, but you know. And to make a building, then there's gonna be a building there all year round. Unless we make it like different. Because it could be like indoor and outdoor, depending on the season. And then when like it's the winter and it's the ice skating rink, the indoor part could become like the place to warm up and place to eat, which could be an idea. kind of like that idea. They just end up being like concession stands, though, for the most part. Because there's some items that will always show up as permanent. So I have to be mindful of that. I might need to flatten the train out a little bit more before I smooth. That's way too close to the corners. It would end up going into the corners a little too much for my liking. There we go. And then smooth. Or would be a good place to even like upload this to download when it's done, because it's like, I don't know, there's like not a lot of, like, I always have a hard time finding like CC stuff in general because everything's so spread out. Everyone makes like their own website. Like, should I just put this on my Patreon just for free, or like is there a website that will get just overall more traction? Because I want people to enjoy this. I don't want it to be just like the world that no one even knows about and is being slept on until one day maybe it becomes popular on YouTube or something. I don't even know. Because I feel like this kind of world should be like a top downloaded world because it's so pretty. I love it. I love like just in general the Little Mermaid area. Such a gorgeous area. And I haven't seen any custom towns based around on this kind of like look. It's always cities. People make a lot of cities and then they make a lot of country. Like, oh, there's, and not a lot is an overstatement too. Like, I can barely ever find any like worlds, and they're always not populated. And I don't know. I would just like to see more custom worlds, but I don't think anyone's ever working on them. So there's like only like a handful of like good custom worlds that are worth downloading. Like, part of me would like to just keep making worlds. Like, this, like thinking about it, I'm like, well, I mean, Little Mermaid world. What other like, I don't know, what other worlds from like Disney movies that can I make? But then again, when I think about doing that, I'm like, oh, that's a lot of work though. Like, this took me such a long time to work on. But it would be fun though. It would be fun. Like, I'm already like making items for like the Emperor's New Groove. Technically, I could easily make the items that I'm making also compatible for The Sims 3. And then make a like oh my gosh, that'd be crazy, making like a whole world based on like the Emperor's New Groove. So much work. Like, I was just gonna make stuff that's within the palace, but it'd be so much more work to make a like an Emperor's New Groove world. But it would be so unique. It'd be so cool. And I should get back to that too. Like, there was a few people that found my Patreon and were excited. But I go back and forth on projects so often. Like, so many things inspire me. And I have to go back and forth on them because I'll like burn myself out working on it. And then I'll just find inspiration doing something else. And that's kind of the pattern. And I would like to not be so inconsistent. I'm also like making a, well, an attempt. Right now it's just in the character creation drawings mode, but I want to make like a Harvest Moon type game. And I have a lot of the characters designed. but there's still like at least half of them to go because I'm making like a lot of characters. It's gonna kind of have, because I want it to be like every time you start a new game, it's like a fresh experience. So I have like a whole lot of characters to randomize into the game. And I probably shot myself in the foot doing that because it's gonna take me like a long time to do all the characters because I'm not very good at drawing humans. So the designs I have, I mean, they're nice, I think, but it is a lot of them for someone that doesn't like drawing humans. So it just takes me extra long, and I'm gonna be, I've never made a game before, so I'm gonna be learning as I go and taking any online classes as I go as needed. But also on my bucket list of things that I've been on and off working on. Okay. And the problem with all my projects is they're all very long ongoing projects that take a lot of time. They're never just like, oh, let me just make this card really fast. It's always like, I gotta make very intricate ideas and bring them to life. I really set myself up for never getting anything done because they all take so long and I get so inspired by so many things. All right. And I'm just jabbering on about random things, I guess, now at this point, but I have a lot of ideas for that game, though, so if you're ever wanting my ideas, I'll let you know what they are. But, you won't see them for a while. Yeah. Doing this just kind of feels like painting to me. Like, do 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 do. I don't know, I like it. It's much more entertaining than building. Maybe sculpting is more of my thing. Still need to add. Not worth doing. I still need to add the intersection at the end of that. I left it open-ended because I wasn't sure if I was gonna continue the road on at all in any direction or not. But I don't think I am, so I'll go ahead and add the intersection there. Oh, you know what? I definitely need to flatten that out more outwards. There we go. Back to smoothing. Ooh, that's risky territory. Wow, okay. That's very extremely. I'm just gonna ruin it. Oh, well, that turned out okay. It didn't turn out like last one, where it just completely swooped down weirdly. That I could live with. I just can't touch it anymore because then it'll start doing that. Okay. Oh, you know what? I need to do gentle because then it doesn't leave as many indents in the road. Or at least obvious ones. Okay. Okay. Risky business on this corner. Well, there's something I can do about it. Yeah. Well, that worked out. Okay. That's too harsh. I want that to blend in, flatten out a little bit more. What is it doing? Stop making that line for no reason when I zoom out, please. Thank you. Okay, did I miss any? I don't think so. So I just gotta get focused towards the roads. Oh, no, there's one right here. There was one. Should I bring it out more? I suppose I should. The steeper that incline, the more it'll look weird when I smooth it out. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe just it'll be a natural cliffs, like, the cliffy-ish area. Because that is a pretty steep incline. I have like technically I still have like the first part to my original Little Mermaid series when I started this. When I like was done enough with the world where I wanted to make the Let's Play because I just wanted to jump into it, even though I wasn't done with the world. At least so I thought. And I ended up wanting to change things, but the first part is just kind of like an intro, like machinima style intro. It's still up. It probably says like 7 years ago or something like that on it. One of the first, one of the top two, like top three oldest videos on my channel currently. But for whatever reason, it always got so many views. The first part, like just the machinima part, didn't even get near that much on the actual gameplay. which makes me think I should go back to doing machinima because I actually started out on YouTube doing like machinimas for The Sims 2 and then moving on to The Sims 3, even though I'm kind of a lazy writer. I'm very impatient. Like I'll have like a good idea, but like when it comes down to the writing, I get impatient. I just want to like be done with it. So the writing wasn't all that great, but like I'm really good at like camera angles and stuff. I have an eye for good cinematic camera angles. And that all still exists on YouTube, even though some of it's very cringe. Because I was like in middle school, and I was actually working on kind of like machinimas before that in early middle school with The Sims 2, but I wouldn't have like any words or anything. It would just be kind of like Kyle's life, which you should definitely go try to find. It's only like 20 minutes long, but like me and my friend would treat it like a full-length movie. We'd like get popcorn in our sleeping bags and we're like, come on, watch Kyle's life because we loved it. It was so good. It's just like it's like a movie, but it's only like 20 minutes long. And there's no words or anything. It's just the filming of it told the story. And that's what I was kind of doing with The Sims when I first started. I was inspired by that, and so I was making like little movies. I would do like a lot of horror horror type stuff first, and then like my friends would be like, "Oh my gosh, that's so scary," and like that legitimately scared me. You're so good at that, and then eventually I was like, I should. And then I came in across like other like Anon or something like that, and I was like, whoa, subtitles or no, voiceovers. I did voiceovers first actually, because I was like, there's like this one series that had like voiceover. I don't even remember what it's called, and it wasn't on YouTube. They had their own website, and it was very adult. That's for sure. It was very adult topics, like a very serious soap opera, but it was really well done and like very professionally made. And I was inspired by that, and so I started doing a voiceover, which is the first thing I put onto YouTube. It's called like My Life from the Start or something. I did like 2 whole parts, but they were separated by 4 on each episode. That one is really cringe, but and then there was a few others after that. But those were fun to make, but I just don't have time as an adult to do that kind of stuff anymore, even if I wanted to make like little movies with The Sims. And if I ever did, I would like probably take like a year into or so into just writing the script because that's I think the only way I'm going to get a full in-depth script that's actually meaningful and professional in a way. All right. I want to add the road intersection of France. There we go. Boop. And I want to just flatten that completely. Oh, I wanted it a little lower. I'll have to do it by terrain. Sculpt, flatten, and I want to flatten it to there. There we go. Much better. And then smooth. There we go. That's good enough for me. And then I guess I continue working on it. It's like, that's good enough for me. Okay. Moving on. So I'll sit there forever and it'll probably not look that much different. This one, I think, needs some. It's looking a little raw for me. Yeah. And then I have to go back and conform all these again once I get all the greenery how I want it. And then I can start building into the lots. Be more set up to where they're what they're permanently going to look like. And flatten that out a little bit. There we go. Probably should check my phone soon. I'm sure my boyfriend has texted and he's like, what happened to her? What happened? She hasn't texted me back. I need her advice. Okay, that road's gotta... that road's gonna bother me. I need a, like... There's no reason for that to be all curvy in the slightest. Let's straighten that out. There we go. Alright, I need an intersection there too. Just going to bring that out. Go. And then roads. France, please. And there we go. I want to turn it first. There we go. Okay, back to terrain. This is the whole process. I just hack away at the land, really. It's kind of relaxing. And it's very fulfilling when you get done with an area and you're like, yeah, that looks good. Okay, that was kind of fearful of that. Perfect. Oh, that one. Just the corner randomly dropping off like that. It's okay if it does a little bit, but not to that extent. Okay. Do the road. On the road, folks on the road. Just gonna ignore that. And then this one. And I was gonna do gentle. So kind of okay, it wasn't gentle enough. Because I kind of like the incline, ridgy mountain cliff-ish looking thing there, but this isn't Washington State like I'm living in. This is very much a different area. They don't have as much of that. So it's like it would look cool to like paint it with like rock if it was like the right texture. The texture in this really doesn't quite have what I like for the rock painting. I'd have to find like a custom one. Like it's okay. Not quite what I like though. Or like to like I don't know, it would be kind of be like a lot of downloading, or just really playing around with rocks and then like actually stacking little rocks right there to make an actual like little rock wall. Again, this isn't Washington State, so this is not the West Coast I'm building here. But it would be cool. I mean, I could do something like that maybe here, just for looks. I don't know. Rock wall right there. I don't even know if I could, what, if I could, how well it would look, because it's just like the base, it's literally just the base game rocks that are in this program. So I don't have like a wide variety. And it might end up looking weird. Because they're not like flat by any means, you know? I don't know. I'll experiment without it in a different world if I ever make another world, but for now, hills are fine. And in a perfect world, I would have really liked to like make the water continue upwards and the stream going up that way, but I'm pretty sure I can't do that because the only way you can add water is by the sea level. And sea level is way down there, so if I wanted water way up here, it would flood the whole island. I think I tried initially because I was like, all right, waterfall done. Now I want like a pond up here, and then I want it to go off and over there. But they don't have. You'd think they would, but they don't. It's just like change sea level. You don't get to like fill up a pond randomly in the top of a mountain, which is lame. Because I think that would really expand how one could create a world in The Sims 3 if they had that as a function. Because now it's just like a waterfall that's coming out of nowhere for no reason. But I mean, well, that's how it's gonna have to be, I guess. An unrealistic waterfall. I mean, sometimes they kind of feel like they come out of nowhere, but it's usually some kind of water up above somewhere that it's coming from. I guess I'll do it here too. Just to smooth it out a little bit. Gonna ruin it entirely. Okay. I guess just a fine tuning before I conform. What is that? Goodbye. I can't get the right angle. Oh, and this it's like that whole side right there too. Yeah, usually I'll have like something on in the background, like starting this week when I'm not streaming. I just honestly I've been putting on like The Bachelor in the background because there's so much of it. And I don't know. I don't like super like The Bachelor. It's fun to watch it once in a while, I guess, but my grandma was really into it. And then she got me and my mom to watch it when we were living with her. And I don't know, both me and my mom, even though we were living apart and away from her at the time, we're like, we want to feel close to mom. We know she watches that she had like a little sticky note and she'd watch it religiously. She'd make sure she never missed an episode. And so we would, even if we couldn't watch it live on live TV, we would still watch it just to feel like we were watching it with her. And she's no longer around, so I like to occasionally still kind of watch it like I'm watching it with her. And it's also a great show to put on in the background because it's not like so distracting where you're like, yeah, your eyes are like peeled onto it because you don't really need to see every tiny bit of it to know what they're talking about. And it's just easy. And there's so many seasons that like if I can find the seasons, like I can just like fly through watching it, just having it on in the background, especially with like doing something that takes this long. It's nice to have a TV show that's not going to distract you. Usually I'll put on a show that I've seen before. That way I'm not as distracted and by the show. Because if I watch a show I've never seen before, then I'm just like glued on the show and I can't actually focus on what my project is that I'm working on. Hmm. I probably didn't need to do that. Whatever. I feel like there's some road somewhere that I'm missing apart from here. But I already did it. But it looks very sharp to me, but it kind of has to be sharp, otherwise the road looks not sharp. So, I'll just leave that. It doesn't need to be like super smooth. Whoa, the underworld. All right. There we go. Fine tuning. You know, I wonder if I can. I just want to like flatten just the intersection. Back, take it back. Let's try smooth. Maybe smooth's what I'm looking for. Now it's back to being that. So no, I'd rather have it what it was. But that's what it was just now, so just keep sculpting smooth. Just keep hoping for the best in this corner. Oh, it's getting there. Do I dare do it one more time? Let's do it one more time. And if it's totally ruined, not make it back. I liked it before, I think. It's just this side that needed. Risky, risky, risky. No. You know what I need to do? I just need to smooth out that road. Hopefully. Hopefully. I mean... we do that, but yes, yes. Train. Sculpt, smooth. Very gently like. Redo this. Oh, oh, okay. Thought that for sure was gonna ruin the road. Kind of made a bump in the road there a little bit. It's only one bump. I can live with that. Okay, okay. And as far as my back or anything, it's not hurting right now. Because I am pregnant currently. I'm like 6 months pregnant. It's crazy that like I can't even sit here like my first semester. I couldn't even sit in this chair for like more than like 10 seconds. I'd be like, nope, I can't do it. So I just didn't do anything YouTube for the first trimester, really. It was like torture. And I didn't even have a stomach yet. Um, what am I doing? I wanted this. Let's do gentle. I'll make it really small because I don't want to mess this up. Boom, boom. Okay. And there, yeah. Is that okay? I can live with that. Okay. I'm not gonna touch anymore because I feel like I'm just gonna ruin it. Okay, then I do want to bring that back up to like 4. Okay. Looks good so far. That's fine. So yeah. Far view. This one. I think. Yeah, I wanna sculpt it a little bit more. Make that barely noticeable difference, but Yeah. It's whatever, I guess. Well, I mean, it looks pretty good. Almost feel like it's ready to start conforming. So I want to double check that spot. So it looks clippy, but it might just be from far away. Okay, so we're good there. And yeah, okay. I think I'm good. I just gotta go back and conform all these lots. We'll start with, I guess, this way. Start with this lot. I'm just gonna do them all because it's hard to say which ones need it. See, that one needed it a little bit. And then this one. Okay, yeah, see how the corners then move down? Because the lines will match up with the actual world. And or sometimes it does that. No, I don't want it. I should have saved. Damn it. I don't want it. I wanted to not do that. Sculpt. Smooth. Hardcore smooth. Alright, well, that one is gonna be editing of the land itself, because I'm gonna have to flatten a lot when I go into build mode. This silly world. See, that one needed to be smoothed out in build. That one needs to be flattened out in build. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but do I dare, like, I should. Let's flatten that out. At least see what it looks like after I flatten it out. Maybe that's why I didn't do that before. Because that's annoying to work with, you know? Well, let's see what I can do with it. Rain sculpt. It's gentle. That could just be. Go. That corner. I mean, it's still slightly down, but I can live with that slightly down. I don't like it like folding over like a freaking book page. And now it's all lumpy. Maybe it was lumpy before. I don't know. Smooth. That's probably as good as it's gonna get. Moving on before I obsess with it and get annoyed at it too much. Maybe I'll come back to it. Alright, that's not what I'm trying to work on right now though. Let's go back to lots and conforming. See, now that one needs to be flattened. Like the lines are right, but the world then makes it on like that for some reason. And then this one, form. See, that one didn't do it. That one didn't do it. And that one's fine. I feel like it does it if the circle part is higher, because I feel like this navigates where it's at on the whole lot. That'd be my guess. Yeah, I feel like that's why. Ew. That's gotta go. Well, I'll do terrain. Sculpt. Smooth, gentle. Much better. There we go. Now someone's not gonna like break a bone trying to or crash their car. Okay. Yeah, that's much better. But I need, now that I've done that, I'm gonna conform this one more time because it's always surprising of what changes, even though you didn't do anything near it. Okay. Did I do these ones? I don't think so. Whoa. See what I mean? I think it has to do with that circle. Yeah, that's really high. That's interesting development. Look, I just wanted to conform. I didn't want to make everything on a pedestal. And that's now more things that I have to do. Oh well, that's how it goes. I might need to conform this one. Let me just check. Yeah, okay, yeah, see. So let's conform this. See, now that's normal. Although, is that normal? I just need to flatten that out. Let me smooth that out, actually. Oh, and there's a little bit of road here that I didn't even notice that I had to fix. It's funny how that works out. All right, and then conform that again. There we go, much better. Still feels a little steep. I think I'm gonna flatten that out a little bit more. Let's just do non-smooth. Just really go all in. There we go. It's hard to see what it's doing here. Yeah, I want to lower that a little bit more. Okay, let's try conforming that now. Perfect. That's much better. That is a lot better, but I still... that little lump there, I don't want it. There we go. And then lot, conform, no! I don't want a houseboat lot. Go away. Not yet, anyway. Form. Much better. Okay. I can live with that. A lot better. So... I mean, apart from putting down the fortune teller lot, which will be there, I'm just gonna do that later on a different day. Okay. What's going on there? Do I need to flatten that out more? I feel like I do. That is unsightly. Just conform and see if it fixes it. It did. Didn't. And just Another grass foundation I'm gonna have to deal with. Yay! All right. Well, I think we've gotten somewhere. Let's Oh, I thought I needed to be conformed. Nope, it's just the foundation of grass. Skating rink. Oh, or I can do the graveyard first. And I would like to do the toy store, but I need to play around with how it works in the game because it's gonna be like a lot of the toys from the toy store maker thing, and I think I need to actually have like a sim create those. So I just want to play around with that and then see what they make and see how I can find them in like debug mode or something. Um, concert lot. Could do the pool. Pool's pretty simple. I just don't want to do something that's like taking like hours and hours because I feel like I'm starting to get a little. I want to relax even for like a half hour kind of situation. I like to take like interval breaks and just lay in the bed. It kind of changes my comfort levels up when I'm sitting in a chair for so long. Um, I mean, could do a pool. Pool is easy. I'm almost thinking the pool. It would be really fun to do the roller skating, ice skating rink, but a pool is really easy. Not that that wouldn't be easy either. It would just take more thought process. So let's go to public pool, which apparently is this one. Oh, and it's one of our lovely foundations. All right, I'm going to save this really fast before I start that. And then I just need to change the mode on the game capture for OBS. That way it's capturing the full mode and not just my TV screen. Okay, save successful. All right, so let's go into the game, but let me turn on game capture. And go into Sims 3 mode. Edit in-game. Yes, please. And I realize I need to place the beach still, but that's just the beach. It's not gonna be hard to place the beach. I don't even think I really need to like flatten that out very much. It can just be raw land with land flopped on it. And then I can just flatten out the lot within the game and smooth it out. Hmm, 4 likes so far. I'm glad people are liking this. I don't know how I'm gonna stream the rest of doing this. Like I might be able to go stream per per community lot unless I'm like really inspired to do multiples. So it might end up being that in general. But who knows, maybe I'll be inspired one day and I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna do 5 community lots and I'm just gonna really go at it, but So it's a good time to check my phone. And there was text. Hmm. Oh, I should have internalized which lot would, because it's not named. Like the lots, they don't name in game, so they're just random lots. So I should have like looked at that. I think I might still be able to minimize this and see in the editor, but no. Oh, there we go. Starting out at the grass that I can't remove, even in edit game. Okay. But hey, I was almost working my over here way to the grass. Oh, look at that. Oh shoot, you know. I should okay. Uh quit. So I can't actually go over there because my routing hasn't changed. I have to fix the routing. So I guess I will fix some routing and maybe that'll be the video. Or maybe I'll still build, I don't know. Silly me. I can't pan over here because the game is like, no, you told me not to pan over there. Terrain. Okay, so routing. All right. Let's just start with erasing. I think yellow is Sims non-routable or camera non-routable. I think it's camera non-routable, but I'm just gonna delete or erase everything. And I want a big wand. So change my mind. I want the camera over here. The only annoying part about doing this is like you have to like be zoomed in to do it, and then you have to like just like move around to find out where more it is. So you can potentially miss spots if you just didn't pan over to the area properly all the way. This is all initially done because I did like I did play in this world for my Let's Play, so it was essentially what it was at the time. Yeah, I found while playing the world though that it wasn't a lot to do, which is why I'm adding all these lots. So it's kind of like, okay, I guess we'll just go to the tea place again. So having variety is nice. Especially if you're just gonna play in the town without the theme of like creating aerial and stuff. Or make like a lot of generations or something, which would be fun. It'd be pretty fun to have like a ton of generations of Sims just growing up in this town. Probably end up doing so on my off time, honestly. Like I'm so gonna play in my own town. I don't know why I'm racing over here. It's not like I actually need... Well, okay, I do. So that's there. I don't need to erase all the yellow. But definitely a lot of it. To zoom in. See all these little dots? They'd mess with me. See more. I don't know how far I want to go with this, but I'll just smooth that out. So I don't think I really need to be over there. I need to be over here. Also don't need any of this blue either. Or at least most of it. That's like Sims unroutable. And they can go over there if they want. I think that's fair. Might as well just erase all that. Yeah, that's gonna end up all being erased. And yeah, I have it all like this because initially there wasn't any roads, and so I was like kind of pathing out where I wanted the Sims to actually walk. So that's why it's like all blue, and then it leads in like this. And it did work. So I mean, it was effective. I'm just gonna leave it like that for now because it's still just like that part's still a path, and I don't want them like crossing over from like way over here and then cutting like through it. It ruined the immersion of why there's a path there to begin with, so that's why I did that. And for now it'll stay like that until I change how I want that to be. And I will get rid of that part of the hill. I can get a good proper roundabout when building on that lot. I don't want anything to get in the way of me building and getting the proper view. It's probably yellow up there, but I don't need it. It's fine. Oh, I probably should zoom in more, I think. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. It was like blue underneath. I'm like, okay. Okay. Yeah, I made the river and under here unroutable because when I was first testing out the world, Sims were trying to shortcut in the river to get like up here, but then they'd be like, ah, I can't do it. And so I was just like, okay, no Sims can go down there because y'all driving me crazy. They're just being stupid. So that's all unroutable. Which is a shame. It'd be kind of cool to let boats like flow through, but they're not smart in the slightest, so they're not allowed to even swim over there. Okay, I think I have it where I want it now, at least for the camera. So save again. Let's see how long I've been recording. 2 hours. I've been recording for 2 hours. I suppose I should take a break. It's like I'm not hungry yet, but I can use a break, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break and then maybe get refreshed and re-inspired to go in and do a whole lot. I might do some off camera. But some of them I'll definitely do on camera. Or maybe all of them. I'm not sure. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. And for everyone that watches later, I hope you all enjoy this too. But I will see you guys later. And I also need to upload a video because I have a part to upload for my Sims 3 Let's Play that I'm doing. So that will be uploaded shortly as well. I just need to go quickly do that. But I'll see you guys for another stream and or video later. Bye!